Right now at 5, it's been a force to reckon with today. The wind, and it's left behind damage and households in the dark. RTV6 team coverage showing the impact on this windy Wednesday.
You pack the bags, prep the turkey, and we got you handled on holiday travel. I'm Stephanie Wade with what you need to know before you hit the roads.
And we are working for you so your turkey dinner does not erupt in flames like this one did. Important information to keep you and your family safe.
This is RTV6 News at 5, working for you.
Now at 5, powerful gusty winds have brought down trees and power lines, even caused a semi to overturn. And right now, thousands are without power.
Some of those gusts topping 60 miles an hour. Some big outdoor events are also canceled because of these dangerous conditions. We've also seen buildings damaged, like this Phillips 66 station on I-65 and on the south side.
Yeah, that awning there just split in the middle, as you see there. We do have team coverage for you tonight from meteorologists Kevin Gregory and Kyle Mounts, and Cornelius Hawker is monitoring efforts to get the power back on. Let's start here at 5 with Kyle.
And those were some strong winds out there today, Mark and Amanda. We had those wind gusts around 62 miles per hour in Crawfordsville and Muncie. Indianapolis, the top gust today, 60 miles per hour, and over 50 mile per hour gusts there in Kokomo. So if it was trash day for you like it was for me, you're probably chasing that trash can because it only takes about a 30 mile per hour wind to move that around. And then we were having our own problems. It takes a little over 60 miles per hour before we're having some trouble walking in those winds. Still have the high wind warning. That's in effect until 9 o'clock for Indianapolis. Areas to the north still could have those gusts around 50 miles per hour. The wind advisory for areas south of I-70 for those wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour. And right now, still a 43 mile per hour gust in downtown. So now you're probably wanting to know, when is it all going to start to relax and calm down? Chief Meteorologist Kevin Gregory with more on that.
And we'll have to be patient, Kyle. This all started around 7 a.m. this morning, winds of 40 miles per hour or stronger. The deep low pressure now just north of Buffalo, New York. This will pull away. As it does, the wind gradually relaxes. I still think we'll see 30 to 40 mile per hour gusts through midnight. Then we'll step it down from there. The strong winds will be in the northeast during the day tomorrow. Okay, wind gusts currently still around 50 miles per hour. You can see we dropped to nearly 40 miles per hour through midnight. Take another step down. Tomorrow will be a much calmer day. Winds of around 10 miles per hour. Shake your tail feathers at that. Temperature in the morning, 32. Our afternoon high, 41. It stays cool, but much calmer, as we mentioned. There's the cloud cover, but no precip, maybe a sprinkle or two. That's really about it. So calm tomorrow.
And we have seen damage throughout central Indiana. One viewer from Fortville shared these pictures with us on Twitter. A tree crashed into their home, and there's damage to clean up and power to restore all over the state. RTV6's Cornelius Hawker joins us live to continue our team coverage. Cornelius.
Yeah, Amanda, at one point, IP Health says around 40,000 customers were without power because of all this wind. And now that number is down to around 10,000 people, thanks to all of these workers who are just about to head out. They are working fast to get these outages fixed. Now, we have the live outage map for you, if you can put that up for us, Judy. On that map, you can see where the outages are and when they started and when they're being fixed. And you can also go on their website and see the number to call if you ever see any power lines down on trees or homes. That number is on their website.
We're going to continue working around the clock safely and quickly to restore power and make sure we get everyone back on.
Now, with this big power outage getting done right before Thanksgiving, lots of folks worried about their food. The FDA says that whenever a power outage happens like this, you need to keep your refrigerator and freezer closed. But if you had any meat or poultry items or things like that can spoil easily in the fridge, and they've been out for longer than 4 hours, your best bet is to probably throw them away. Live for you, working for you. I'm Cornelius Hawker for RTV6.
Cornelius, thank you. We want to give you a look at the power outage map for Duke customers. About 3,800 customers are still in the dark right now. We're continuing to monitor this for you, but those numbers are dropping, so that's a good sign, a step in the right direction. Because of the high winds, the Carmel Christkindl Market and the ice rink at Center Green are closed today. The high winds were blowing around some equipment at the market, and the city decided it was not safe for anyone today. A reminder, the market and ice rink are also closed tomorrow for Thanksgiving. Also canceled tonight, the opening night of Lights at the Brickyard there at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We're getting a live look from our camera on that area, and this camera was shaking just moments ago. Since it's closed tonight, the first night of public operation will now be tomorrow night. Amanda.
And lots of Hoosiers will hit the road today for the Thanksgiving holiday, facing high winds, traffic, and airport lines. RTV6's Stephanie Wade is working for you to see how people are handling it and what you need to know to have a smooth trip.
People coming.
Our dog's name is Arlo, and you had to have him here to see his big sister, our daughter, Zoe, who's coming home from college in Boston.
And going.
Where are you headed?
We're headed to Solvang, California, just outside of Santa Barbara.
All awaiting to spend time with family this Thanksgiving.
We're grandparents. We get to sit back and tend to the grandkids. We'll leave it at that.
No cooking for you?
No, but I cook a hellacious pumpkin chiffon pie.
The four of us will do the drumstick dash tomorrow morning. You're those kind of people. a little bit, it's fun.
Some spending time with family for the very first time.
We are flying to West Palm Beach to see my brother, who I did not know I had until 69 days ago.
This will be the first holiday Jennifer Wetzel is celebrating with her adoptive brother. She discovered she had through a 23andMe DNA test.
I think at our age, just every minute is precious, and I always say we have to seize the day because we're not in our 20s and 30s, and so truly, like, every minute that I get to talk to him or get to see him is super special.
And nothing will stunt that joy, not even the weather.
The weather outside is frightful, but this group is so delightful. It's windy.
If you're taking the roads, no, you're not alone. AAA predicts 49.3 million travelers will be behind the wheel this year for Thanksgiving. That's the most since 2005.
Everybody have safe travels out there. Stay in your lane.
Working for you, Stephanie Wade, RTV6.
Thank you for that, Stephanie. And we are taking a live look outside right now at I-69. And you can see that camera is also shaking because of the wind, as you saw Stephanie's camera was as well. Beginning at noon today, INDOT lifted most road restrictions and closures where possible. Indiana State Police also has extra troopers out patrolling highways through Sunday. They say they will be aggressively observing for moving violations, dangerous and impaired drivers, and people not buckled up.
And once you reach your destination, we also want the Thanksgiving dinner to go safely and smoothly. However, Thanksgiving is one of the busiest days for firefighters across the country, responding to roughly 200,000 kitchen fires nationwide. RTV6's Kelsey Anderson is working for you with some important safety information.
Thanksgiving is the busiest time for fire departments across the country.
Are you planning to deep fry your Thanksgiving bird? Well, it may be delicious, but Wayne Township Fire Captain Mike Pruitt says they don't recommend anyone fry their turkey.
There's some safety issues that come along with that.
But he knows people will do it anyway, and he doesn't want your situation to look like this, so he has these safety tips.
We have to have a proper site to do that, and that's not in the garage, it's not on your front porch, it's out in the yard away from any structures on level ground so that our pot stays steady.
He says make sure you don't use too much oil and also make sure you're wearing safety gear.
When I say safety gear, it means long sleeves, proper gloves to do that, so that if you would get any type of fire breakout, you have some protection.
And always shut the flame off before you drop the turkey in.
We would preferably not do this. There are alternative ways to cook the turkey. If you want fried turkey, there's a way to do it with an infrared cooker, which is safer. You don't have the oils to deal with. It's very little mess to clean up. It's just ultimately, it's just safe.
Working for you, Kelsey Anderson, RTV6.
Well, also make sure the turkey is fully thawed before you fry it. You should plan on 24 hours to thaw the turkey. Never put a frozen turkey into hot oil to fry, as you could cause a huge fire, injuring yourself and possibly severely damaging your house. Well, no doubt some of you are already working on dinner preparations at home, but it takes hours of preparation and thousands of volunteers to make one of the biggest feasts around a reality, the Moselle Sanders dinner. Crews are at work right now on the campus of Butler University in the Atherton Union. That's where all the cooking will take place to feed more than 22,000 families tomorrow with a traditional feast. No meals will be served at Butler. Food will be taken to more than 30 satellite locations, or if you can't make it to one of those locations, you can have one delivered. Jot this number down because you can't call right now. The meal request line will be open tomorrow morning from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. That number is 317-636-7985. It is not open now. And if you need to find a satellite location where meals are being served, look for this story on theindychannel.com.
Today, brokenhearted families, students, and members of the West Washington School Corporation community gathered to honor the high school football coach who gave the gift of life in his final act on earth. They lined the halls of St. Vincent Hospital in Indianapolis to watch as West Washington coach Philip Bausman was wheeled to the operating room for organ donation. It's called an honor walk. The 43-year-old Bausman died Monday after suffering a stroke during the Senators' semi-state game in Indianapolis Friday night at Lutheran High School. According to his wife's Facebook post shared by the school district, he could save up to 8 lives through organ donation.
I think it's fitting that Coach Bausman's last acts were acts of generosity and giving to others, because that's the life that he led. And to do it surrounded by the community and kids that he loves, I know was very important to his family.
Bausman leaves behind a wife, a daughter, and son. Visitation is Friday at Mount Tabor Christian Church in Salem from 11 to 8 and Saturday from 10 until noon. The funeral will follow at noon. The family asks people to wear their senator attire on Friday and Saturday. Still ahead at 5:30 on RTV6, a teacher and coach under criminal investigation for 6 months and counting. Call 6 Investigates uncovers the mounting cost to taxpayers.
And up next here at 5, painting a positive picture. The program in place helping local artists spruce up the spaces in your neighborhoods.
And hang in there. The wind will calm down later tonight as the rain and even some snow showers pull away from the Midwest. When will rain return? We'll focus on that in your weekend forecast coming up.
Easy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
RTV6 is working for you, finding out how a program on the South Side is hoping to drive positive change in the community. The Artist in Public Life Residency program is aimed at providing affordable housing for local artists who, in return, will do work to benefit the surrounding neighborhood. RTV6's Nicole Griffin is in the Garfield Park neighborhood where they're looking for more artists to take part.
Erin Harper Vernon has lived in and out of Indianapolis since she was a teenager. As an international artist, she specializes in a number of different things, from commercial work to fine art, and she also enjoys teaching. Most recently, she created these pieces that feature photos of her son while finishing a residency in Sweden. But now she's returning home and living in the Garfield Park neighborhood. Vernon is one of the artists chosen to take part in the Artist in Public Residency program through Big Car, a local arts nonprofit. Their headquarters are located right across the street from her new home on Cruft Street.
What's very different about this project is that artists are coming to stay, and so they're going to really have a lasting experience of making a project that's going to stay in the community and also really see the full breadth of what it is that they're going to make here.
Artists who qualify and meet income requirements only pay a portion of the cost. They purchase a 49% ownership interest, creating an affordable path to home ownership.
It's a partnership with Big Car, the artist, also the Riley Development Fund, and then also INHP.
We wanted to create a program where artists could give back to the community through their work and have somewhere affordable to live and create a whole community with us here on these grounds.
Many of the homes that are part of the program were boarded up and vacant, but have now been rehabbed. As part of this exchange, the artist resident commits to working for 6 years in support of the community. They put in 16 hours a month working with the public in exchange for $5,000 down payment assistance. Aaron is one of 3 artists already taking part in this program and living here in the Garfield Park neighborhood, but they want 3 more artists to apply to move in and continue making a positive impact in this community. I'll tell you how you can apply coming up tonight at 6. Working for you on the south side, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
And there will eventually be a total of 10 homes in the program. 4 are still being rehabbed. Leaders say the ideal candidate is an artist who is interested in sharing their work and being part of the community.
The Pacers are spending the Thanksgiving weekend at home. Tonight they take on the Utah Jazz, and it's the first time fans will get to see the new City Edition uniforms on the court. The team debuted the new look last week at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The City Edition features several racing-themed elements, a checkered flag vertical stripe, Grand Prix-inspired numerals. Brad Brown will be live at Bankers Life Fieldhouse on RTV6 News at 6 with a preview of the game. And the Butler men's basketball is adding another trophy to the case. Last night, crowned champions of the Hall of Fame Classic in Kansas City. Butler defeated Stanford 68-67. Kamar Baldwin scored 22 points, hit the go-ahead shot with 7 seconds remaining. Butler's off to a 7-0 start for the first time since 2016. The Bulldogs play next Tuesday night at Mississippi.
Bulldog magic.
Bulldog magic
dramatic
there.
End to that
good to see
game.
for them.
So we're going to finally see the wind calm down.
Good.
But before that happens, let's rewind a little bit. This is from Shea Goodpasture, our photographer. Now watch as this kind of picks up momentum. A little rustle in the leaves, and before you know it, they are rolling down the road.
Off to the races.
Now, for those that haven't raked their yard, this is an opportune time for those to be swept out.
And let Mother Nature do it for you.
Yeah, they should be in the Buckeye State here by 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. And then Pennsylvania after that, and eventually to the northeast U.S. All right, I just have this feeling that you're probably at home. Hopefully some family is gathered. You're just relaxing this evening. If you're not having turkey, I ask this question every year, what's cooking? I hate to write on the wallpaper here, but I did. That's my office phone number. Give it a call, 269-1435. Kyle's there right now. It's going to ring, I know. 269-1435. Let me know what you're cooking this evening and having for tomorrow. All right, lots of cloud cover around central Indiana. The gray skies, but no precipitation. We pushed the rain out of the state early this morning. That's what ushered in the very cold wind and strong wind, and we've seen falling temperatures. By the way, just before 5 o'clock, temperature was at 57 degrees. Now it's falling into the 30s. There's the broad reach of the rain and the wind off to the east. For us, we have a 43-mile-per-hour gust right now, 55 in Peru. The winds will stay gusting to around 40 as we get through 11 o'clock tonight, and then after midnight start to calm down just a little bit. 40 is our current temperature, but it feels like 28 degrees. Other wind chill temperatures in the upper 20s, and they'll fall and feel like the teens in spots overnight. Temperatures through the 30s pretty consistently, but slowly dropping because of the cloud cover during the day tomorrow. 41, the magic number. The wind much calmer, 10 miles per hour. Friday, we'll hold off on rain until late after sunset is the way it looks. The rain will expand and then overspread central Indiana and stay with us through Saturday. Thursday, plan on temperatures struggling just to get into the lower 40s with a decent amount of cloud cover. Temperatures from Bloomington to Columbus, lower 40s, struggling to hit that to the north. There's your colder northwest wind, but notice it's not so strong. Northwest at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Friday forecast, clouds in place, temperatures in the 40s. We set the stage for the rain then Friday night. This is 7 o'clock. From Indianapolis west, rain starting. Then as we go overnight into Saturday morning, it really starts to expand across central Indiana. And I do think we'll see an inch of rain or more in spots before this finally comes to an end. 50 Saturday, a late day high temperature. On Sunday, 47. May see a rain-snow mix Sunday night into Monday morning. 7-day forecast temperatures early next week in the upper 30s with that morning mix Monday. 42 Tuesday, 39 on Wednesday. Nothing Arctic there, but as you can see, nothing too warm either. Where we should be this time of year.
Right in the middle there. All right, thanks for that, Kevin. So who serves popcorn and toast for Thanksgiving dinner, right? Well, look at that. That would be Charlie Brown, Snoopy, and the Friends, of course. Tonight, you can sit back, relax, and relive the classic Charlie Brown Thanksgiving episode. Apparently, Charlie Brown's going through the same thing a lot of households are, a little blackout there, right? The first episode debuted in 1973. It will air at 8 o'clock right here on RTV6. Snoopy's very busy getting the table set for all of you out there.
Always a fun one for the family. Next, one of the major social media platforms is about to purge thousands of accounts, and it's got a solid reason why. Could your account be on the chopping block?
Ford Explorer, only at Ashley Home Store.
This isn't a problem for the two of us. We tweet all the time.
That's right, but Twitter has a message for users spelled out in less than 140 characters. Tweet or delete. Twitter announced plans this week to eliminate accounts that aren't used. So if you haven't logged on to Twitter in at least 6 months, your account could be purged. If you log on but don't tweet, you don't have to worry about losing your account. The company hasn't said when exactly the inactive accounts will be deleted. Twitter did say it will take time and won't be done all at once. There's the warning for you. All new at 6 p.m. here on RTV6. First, it was catalytic converters. Now thieves are targeting an entire outside piece of your car for scrap. How to protect your tailgate amid a rise in thefts.
But first on the Now Indy, the costs are mounting for a Central Indiana school district, all because of a criminal investigation into one of its employees. Call 6 Investigates is working for you and adding it all up. You're watching RTV6.